Have you ever thought about what would happen if your spouse passed away before you? It's not a fun topic, I know, but it's a reality many of us eventually face. And while grief is unavoidable, the errors that come afterward are. In today's video, we're diving deep into 7 costly errors you should never say yes to after losing your spouse. These are the emotional traps, financial pitfalls, and social slip-ups that can make the healing process 10 times harder and more expensive. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and stay with me to the end, because these insights might just save you from heartache, regret, and even bankruptcy. And yes, there might be a chuckle or two along the way. Let's begin. Number 1, saying yes to major life changes too fast. After losing a spouse, it can feel like everything around you is crumbling. The temptation to do something big, like sell the house, move across the country, or adopt 3 cats, is real. And hey, I get it. You're trying to regain control. But the first year of grief is not the time to make life-altering decisions. Why? Because your brain is in survival mode, not planning mode. Take 73-year-old Elaine. 3 weeks after her husband passed, she sold the family home, moved to Florida, and joined a senior beach volleyball league. She hated the heat, couldn't keep up with the sand, and missed her grandkids terribly, all within a month. The lesson? Give grief some breathing room before you change your zip code or your species of pet. Number 2, agreeing to financial decisions while emotional. Grief and money are a dangerous mix. If someone asks you to sign anything, bank papers, loan agreements, investment contracts, within the first few months of your loss, just say no, or at least say, not yet. There are entire industries built around taking advantage of widows and widowers. It's heartbreaking. Financial predators show up like wolves in sympathy cards, offering safe investments that are neither safe nor investments. And family, sometimes even well-meaning relatives, will ask for loans or inheritance access immediately. If your gut says, this feels off, trust it. Instead, work with a fiduciary financial advisor, someone who doesn't benefit from the decisions you make. And remember, emotions cloud judgment. You wouldn't drive through fog at 80 miles per hour. Don't navigate finances that way either. Number 3, letting loneliness rush you into a new relationship. After years, sometimes decades of companionship, the silence can be deafening. And suddenly, that overly friendly neighbor or online stranger with suspiciously perfect teeth seems comforting. But entering a new relationship too soon, especially when you're still grieving, can be risky. There's a difference between healing and hiding. And sometimes people use relationships as a bandage for pain they haven't processed yet. Worse, some people intentionally seek out vulnerable widows or widowers for personal gain. That's not to say you'll never love again. Many people find beautiful connections later in life. But the healthiest relationships start from a place of wholeness, not desperation. Barbara, age 68, dated a man she met in a grief support group. He seemed kind. Turned out he was married to 3 other women. Barbara now runs that same support group and has an excellent radar for nonsense. Number 4, giving away possessions or money too soon. It's natural to want to honor your spouse's memory, to feel generous, to declutter, to start fresh. But if you start giving away furniture, jewelry, or money before the dust settles, you might regret it. Objects have meaning, and meaning changes with time. Diane, 70, gave away all her husband's tools just a month after he passed. A year later, her grandson wanted to build a birdhouse and asked to use Grandpa's old hammer. She burst into tears, not because of the hammer, but because she realized she had erased part of her husband too quickly. As for money, sudden generosity can leave you vulnerable. Big gifts to children or charities might feel good now, but your future self might need that cushion. Grief clouds our ability to forecast long-term needs. The solution? Wait. Create a memory box. Write a list. Take your time. There's no trophy for who can declutter fastest. Number 5, ignoring legal documents and estate matters. Nobody likes paperwork, especially when you're grieving. But avoiding the legal side of things, wills, beneficiaries, deeds, can come back to haunt you. If your spouse passes away, you need to review the will, if one exists, bank accounts and ownership titles, insurance policies, pensions and Social Security status, power of attorney and healthcare proxies. Failing to update or review these can result in frozen assets, delayed benefits, or the dreaded probate limbo. Not fun. Frank, 76, found out the hard way. His wife had listed her sister as the beneficiary on an old account from 1982. By the time Frank figured it out, the money was already gone, and guess who didn't get a Christmas card that year? Call an estate attorney, review everything. Yes, it's boring, but so is explaining to your children why Aunt Marge just bought a boat with your retirement fund. Number 6, thinking you have to be strong for everyone. There's this strange expectation that when one spouse dies, the surviving partner becomes the rock of the family, the brave face, the emotional glue, the human tissue box. But grief is not a performance. Saying, "I'm fine," when you're not, stuffing emotions and avoiding help only delays the healing process. You don't win awards for pretending you're okay. Men, especially, fall into this trap. "I'm not crying. My allergies are just passionate today." Right. You're allowed to feel devastated, angry, lost. You're allowed to seek therapy. You're allowed to cry in the middle of folding laundry or watching dog food commercials. It's part of the process. Strong doesn't mean silent. It means facing grief with honesty, not heroics. Number 7, believing that life is over for you too. This one's the most dangerous. The idea that when your spouse dies, your life quietly shuts down too. It's a myth. Yes, life will be different. Your routine, your social circle, your identity, all of it will shift. But that doesn't mean the joy, adventure, or growth has ended. In fact, many people discover a second act they never expected. Traveling solo, picking up a forgotten hobby, becoming the grandchild's favorite person, even just rediscovering who you are outside of the we. Joy is still possible. Purpose is still available. And your presence still matters to your family, your friends, your community. Helen, 82, lost her husband and decided to take a painting class, something she'd always wanted to try. 5 years later, she's selling watercolor note cards online and donating proceeds to hospice care. She turned her grief into legacy. You can too. Losing a spouse is like losing a part of yourself. The journey that follows isn't easy, but it doesn't have to be filled with regret. By avoiding these 7 costly errors, you give yourself the space to grieve, the room to grow, and the peace of mind to move forward with dignity. Let's recap the 7 errors you should never say yes to. Rushing into major life changes. Making the financial decisions while emotional. Jumping into a new relationship too fast. Giving away possessions or money too soon. Avoiding legal documents and estate matters. Pretending to be strong for everyone else. Believing your life ended too. If you're watching this and nodding along or maybe even tearing up a little, know this: you're not alone, and you're stronger than you think. If this video helped you, comment below with "I'm choosing wisely," and if you haven't yet, subscribe and turn on notifications. We have more heartfelt, helpful content coming your way each week. If you'd like to support us further, you can do so by donating in the link in the description below. Take care of your heart, your health, and your hope. We're in this together.